Okay.
All right. Lots of things going on in the world. First of all, Alex Murdaugh. Do you know him? I didn't know him. Were you following this story?
Let me tell you, my really good friend, who happens to be a white female, has been trying to get me into this Alex Murdaugh situation.
It's Murdaugh. See, I didn't even know how to say it. I was like Daugh. That's Murdaugh. It's Murdaugh.
I think he called, and the only reason I know this is because she talks to me about this all the time. I also think, even though it's spelled Alex, I think he pronounces it Alec. That's what I heard.
Listen, who is this man? So this is what y'all. I'm gonna say this, melanemic people. Y'all not gonna drag me into y'all are obsessed with these true life crime things. You know, one of the largest podcast genres is this true life. You know, Nancy, what's her name? Nancy Grace. Like y'all like to kill to catch a thief and all. And don't be dragging us into that, because I feel like you're telling on yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all obsessed with this murder stuff. And I did not know who this man was until yesterday, when he was convicted of murdering his wife and his son, right? Thank you, Smith. Apparently, Margaret Maggie Murdaugh, or Murdaugh. What is it? Murdaugh was, she's 52, and her 22-year-old son, Paul, were shot to death June 7th, 2021 at the family's 1,700-acre hunting estate.
Wow.
Y'all. Okay. I'm feeling like it might have been a plantation at some point. It's in Colleton County, South Carolina, 1,700 acres. 1,700 acres. That is a plantation. And so they were both shot on it. And he apparently took the stand. It was a 6-week trial. I didn't watch 1 minute of it. I didn't mention it on the air because I didn't know who he was. I'm not into all of this true murder, the murdering people. Y'all really? Okay, so this was a 6-week trial. And apparently he came out as a liar. Like, he took the stand, which tells me that his lawyers apparently were not good. Right. Because they put him on the stand and he's like, I'm going to defend myself. And a juror said he convicted him. He voted to convict him. He talked to ABC News because, you know, the evidence, and then he got on the stand and it just wasn't credible. But there was a cell phone video that placed him at the scene minutes before the murders. The cell phone video taken by the son, Paul Murdaugh. And the juror said, I was certain it was the Alec Murdaugh's voice and in the background. So he was like, he was there. And then the dog told on him. The dog always knows. There's a the OJ dog, and then wait, this is just Smith. This is too crazy. All right, so
OJ did it.
Right. So now OJ Simpson, somebody asked him about it. Did you see this? And OJ responded. Okay.
That, and
this is too much. So OJ commented on the verdict. Go ahead, play it, Smith. You just got to hear.
Hey, Twitter world, is me, yours too.
Twitter world.
A lot of people asking me what I think about this Alex Murdaugh trial. I don't know why they think I'm an expert on it, but I got to admit, when he took the stand, a guy who's an habitual liar, I did watch when the trial first started. I watched him take the stand, and I thought it was probably a mistake because the guy is an admitted liar, and it's hard for me to think he can be on the stand 5, 6, 7, 8 days without lying. Question is, what did he lie about? But lying and stealing money is a little different than murder.
Why would you know this?
I realized in watching them testify what he was doing. He was just trying to relate to one or two of those jurors that he was a good old boy. He was one of them.
Oh, my God.
And I'm not sure he didn't succeed in doing that. I am not qualified to really say if the guy.
Oh, no, but you are.
Didn't do it.
You are.
You know, if a juror miss an hour of testimony, they no longer qualified. I've missed days that I haven't watched this. But from what I've seen, do I think it's more likely that he did it? Yes. But more likely equals reasonable doubt.
Look, you should know.
From what I know.
Enough of this. Enough of OJ. Enough.
Karen, how is that dude about to say, I don't know why you'll think I'm a professional, But let me go ahead and tell you about everything because I'm a professional.
I know a little bit about reasonable doubt. I know a little bit about, dogs, not being credible witnesses. I know some things about, killing two people. I don't.
Oh, this dude.
Yo, but here's the question. Because OJ, y'all, he talking about Twitter. Yeah, who's following OJ on Twitter? Y'all, 866-801-8255. I just need to know because I'm not following OJ on Twitter. I just want to know why you are following OJ Simpson on Twitter.
Can I ask this question to Karen?
Mm-hmm.
There are people, I think it's a thing. There are some people who are obsessed with the killings, the murders, the Datelines, NBCs. My best friend literally will be like, she'll tell me the next day and be like, I didn't sleep last night. I was up last night watching Dateline until 2 a.m. And I'm like, the two things make sense to me. And I have zero desire. I'm one of those dudes that I just don't care about who killed what when and the trial and the murder. None. But some people are obsessed with that. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel like they're mostly melanemic, and if Black folk are carried into it, it's because we like to follow people. We don't want to be left out. I don't have any FOMO around it. I feel like this country is obsessed with killings and train wrecks, and until we're in one, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not a rubbernecker. If I see something tragic on the side of the highway, I'm not going to slow up traffic behind me to look at something that A, I can't help anybody with, B, is going to not get me to my destination on time. And I'm always pissed off when I'm like, oh, this is why we have traffic because y'all were nosy. Like, I just mind you, be happy you're not flipped over on the highway and having the jaws of life take you out. Just keep going.
We are the same in this, 100%.
So I don't know what the obsession is, but I did watch the OJ trial because, and I regret my reaction to his acquittal. But at the time, when you know more, you do. I didn't know whether he did it or not. I was pretty. I was not invested in OJ's innocence as much as I was invested in the criminal justice system acquitting a Black man.
Let me be very clear, Karen. Let me be very clear. And I hate to even admit this right now, but I'm going to keep it 100. I was 100% that Black dude that was like, OJ is innocent. But it had everything to do with me being invested in his Blackness and not into what was actually happening. You couldn't tell me nothing about OJ. But granted, I didn't even really watch it. All I remember, because I was young at the time, I just remember walking around being like, that dude didn't do it. And now I look back now and think to myself, like, I don't even like to admit that, to be real, but I was that dude. 100%.
You ain't alone. Wait, you ain't alone. The jury acquitted him. So, like, and part of it was the theater with, Marsha and Chris Darden and like underestimating Black women, putting a whole bunch of Black women on the jury, thinking that they would be mad at him for having a white woman. If that was the case, there'd be no cookouts anywhere and no family reunions. Like, we Black women are not that petty. We're petty, but not that petty. We're not going to send you to jail over it. I mean, y'all stupid. So it was a lot of things with that trial, 866-801-8255. But the fact that OJ has 888,000 Twitter followers, who are y'all? I know one of you listening is following OJ.